Finally, after a long summer, I'm finally back. Good day people, this is the film student here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. This film is focusing around Greg, Rachel and Earl. Rachel is suffering from cancer, Greg is kind of more of a misfit and he doesn't fit in so well in school and tries to stay hidden. And Earl is his friend, but he doesn't call him a friend because that would be putting too much of a label on it. Yeah, he's an interesting guy. And this film is great. It's a brilliant film, which I came out of kind of just being really thankful for life. And yeah, really happy, to be honest. I think what I enjoy most about this film is it's about people my age. And I can really connect with them. And I really got immersed in this film, more than I have been in other films which I watched recently. It's meant to be kind of based from a teenager's view. So you have the parents are really weird, school is massive and scary as it's from Greg's view. And the camera, a lot of the time, doesn't cut and just moves from character to character while staying on the same shot. And that's really interesting because when I was filming sometimes, when I was younger, there'd be no way that I would cut it and keep on going back and forth because that would be too much time. So instead, you just simply move the camera back and forth. That's much easier. And I think it was really interesting to see it filmed like that. So down to basics, basically this film has great performances from the three main actors. They're all brilliant. And what's really good though is chemistry in this film, and it could have been completely awful, this whole film could have been rubbish, but luckily the chemistry between these three characters is brilliant, and there isn't in the first act really a massive emphasis on the cancer and what Rachel is going through. It's more interesting to just see a friendship developing between Greg and Rachel and later on Earl. I also really like the soundtrack in this film because they're never too happy or too dark, and that's really interesting because this is a very dark film at some points and quite upsetting, and it never chooses to go to some really dark music. It's always kind of at the same type of music, not light music, but never really sad or anything, and I found that quite interesting because they just kind of make a friendship and the cancer isn't really focused on because neither of them want to talk about it and neither of them can really imagine what is happening in this situation. So yeah, the only problem I guess with this film might be that you might not be taken in as much as I am. I know people have potentially not been as taken in by the characters and not enjoyed it so much, but I think if you're my age, and a lot of people other ages, you get taken in by these characters and then you'll love this film. This film is brilliant, so I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. This film really was what I needed. It's been a tough couple of weeks and I really needed a way out of the world, and I completely forgot about everything which was happening in real life, and I just was completely immersed in this film, and it was brilliant to watch and forget about everything which is happening at the moment for me. So that is the end of my review after the summer. I will hopefully be doing a recap of the films which I have watched in the summer because I haven't been on for ages because of one of the busiest summers ever. See you guys in a bit.